Houston. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the visiting team and the Houston Texans. Ka'imi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. This return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready?
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. The middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the back of the defense.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here we go, here we go.
They kick the running back in motion. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt getting it for the first time. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. And stop coming from Henry To'o.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Love this. Tight end getting a run. And that plunge is going to garner a couple yards. He's out Shire that time on the tackle.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy. And that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And take him down right along the 30. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forwards and an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Ready?
Krosky-Merritt straight ahead. The middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. They give on 2nd to Pollard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Running, hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Ooh, and they are lucky to get this plus one back on the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Get it.
Third and long for Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. Forced a fourth down.
Gay's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Starting from the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Texans to the line. First and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Has a man, Dalton Schultz. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First and 10, on to Mixon. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with third and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he's got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. He pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Hey, uno more.
Now it's Brown. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Out wide. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pull ahead 6-3 in the first. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They'll begin a new drive, 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. Gets up the edge to the 35. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's finally brought down at the 33. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives him the first.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Company range. Ready. 19 tight. 18 lateral. 18.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. That's on target to Pierce. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
A gain of 13 yards. Results in a first down.
Go.
Now it gives across Merrick, running left. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. 3 yards on a first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door
Come on.
for a bigger gap in the future.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
That's quickly out to McLaurin. And he is in. Touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Gay with the point after. And his guys push their lead to 3. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Why Tony? On the
Stroud off the play fake. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Hey, uno. Here we go. Hey.
Out of the shotgun and give to Mixon. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Missing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines. Sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds the football outside. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So 3rd down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal?
Oh, hey.
Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get some late points and the lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Texans 14. Visitors 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go.
Option design here. So a change of pace to the tight end. He isn't going to yield anything. Stop for no gain. 2nd down coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Daniels. Down to his wideout. It's a screen. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Jalen Smith getting there to make the stop.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Back and 60. Let's go now. 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 37 on the play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kent, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He can run it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running game. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Well, right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches.
Go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Fairly safe to say is that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still inches to go on third down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Stephanie! Liking and see.
Going for it with Kromsky-Murin. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Taken away by the rookie from USC.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. And the catch is made for the touchdown. These guys take the lead just before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
On the quick, right?
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The city just made a sweep. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Why, Tony?
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up less than a minute into the 3rd. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. First down throw by Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
On play action, here's Stroud. Vacates quickly left side. Taken off with it again. We'll get out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Play made by Deron Payne.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
They go play action with Stroud. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Stroud now on third. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Lone back gets the handoff. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys.
He runs it across, touchdown! The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown, his 3rd total score in this game. Going after it, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Visitors 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Play action now. Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's second and long. Slot man's in motion right. Now Daniels to throw. And this one is launched downfield. They connect on the deep shot. He does it. Touchdown. These guys start the second half with some needed points. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Extra point converted by Gay. And these guys bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
He was taken down by 4. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. From the gun, Stroud. He brings it in. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a third quarter lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Visitors 24.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
Here we go. Past the 60.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he'll give it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's going to bring up first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Offense to the line for second down.
Come on. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Throwing now, Daniels. The left side's caught by Sinnott. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Daniels on first down. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Has it downfield working the left. And he's taken down at the 30. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that gives him a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Flush out now to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. Second and 10. Motion the slot man right. To throw again on second down. Daniels. Forced out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
70 Ranger. Cowboy 80.
Daniels throwing on third. It's caught by McLaurin. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
That's good for a first down.
So we're through three here. It'll still be just a one-score game when we resume play. Offense is set. First and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Again a run with Pollard. And he barrels across for the touchdown. These guys now trailed by just a point in the fourth. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Austin on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. On the move, hit it right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And after After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for second down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Escapes the pocket. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
Texans, first down.
Look at high, look
First
at high.
and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, south.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
First and 10 at the
Why, Tony?
46-yard line.
Here we go, let's go. At 18.
Setting him on the dive. Solid running here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and inches at the 37-yard line.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Another carry for him. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
All set now. 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. That one connects. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 4th-quarter lead. That gives him a marked distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. That one splits the uprights, and the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All set to go now from the 35. Option give here. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. On the give, this is Pollard. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Right back to Pollard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 19, 18.
To throw, Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Come on, come on.
They bring McLaurin in motion right. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. These guys losing by 7. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Let's go.
On the ground, Pollard. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready, flat. Gotta be lying. Ready.
Hand off to Krosky Merritt, running left. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 60 is.
Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Why, Tony? All right.
He'll look to throw it. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
All right. Nike Texas.
Setting up to pass. He put everything he had into this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Now he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Here he is to throw. He's loaded another one up. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nico Collins, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long. The Texans set to punt.
Tommy Townsend in punt formation.
He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. It's this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
1st down and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37. Here he is to throw. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19, 70,
Tight end motioning right. Looking to throw it. Chased out to his right. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun now, 1st round. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Already. Tony. Tonight.
To the air, Stroud. They set up the screen here for Marks. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. 1 final seconds on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. So now it's all up to Kaimi Fairbairn. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And it's on target. It's good. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win.